The right call here, I'd say. Got to be a great chance for some cheap early wickets.
Welcome to this match between the Manchester Originals and Birmingham Phoenix. The opening batsmen are making their...
Seems a strange decision. I really feel the conditions are going to be tricky to bat in at the start. The openers are really going to have to concentrate in the early overs.
Players making their way out. It's a great crowd in today with plenty of atmosphere around this ground. Plenty of wickets on offer and runs. Batters and bowlers are in the game. And there's some quality players in both teams. So I'm expecting an even contest. Let's see what happens. Big edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Five runs added in that over. The Phoenix are 5 for none. Stark from the pavilion. Olympian end.
Phoenix are now on 5-0.
Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Straight to the fielder. That sounded good. It sounded really good. That's the maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Square cut, finds point, no run. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away. That's the over. The Phoenix, 15 for none.
Oh, crisp, elegant, and in this case, definitely powerful. Fantastic start to the chase.
End of the second over. Birmingham.
Right arm fast bowler is coming into... attack from the city end.
Into the attack for the Manchester Originals.
Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Oh, that's hit them at pace. That looked painful. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. That is a beautiful front foot shot. No point in chasing that one.
Shot straight past the bowler. Could well be four.
Timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. A boundary the moment it hit the bat.
Rabada is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. 8 runs added there. The Phoenix are 23 for none.
Phoenix now 3 for none.
Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Thick edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Was quick onto that in the infield. Oh, well, don't even bother running.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Phoenix are 31 for none.
Well, it's been crisp, elegant, easy shot making so far. Plenty of runs and plenty more if they keep it up.
Going with pace now.
New bowler into the attack.
Edged. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Wood over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Crack! Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Edged it. With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish.
Batters are set and they're maintaining their excellent start so far.
Patel, the left-arm orthodox bowlers, coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Cuts that off well in the infield.
You give that much width and you're asking for trouble. That was so well timed and flew over the boundary.
Oh, don't worry about chasing that. That might be on the roof. A killer blow. And that's consecutive 6s. Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Can't get that outside the ring field. Over. The Phoenix are 54 for none.
End of the 6th over. Birmingham Phoenix.
Wood coming back into the attack.
Mark Wood, the new bowler into the attack for the Manchester Originals.
Nicked it. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Doesn't beat the infield. Finds the edge. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. End of the over, The Phoenix are 54 for none.
They were just a bit flat after the power play. They came out hard, and I think they really need to keep up that mentality for the back half of the innings.
Going with spin now. Swept away but finds the fielder. Short fine leg with a brilliant catch. Well done, that was a tough chance. And that's gone, amazing catch.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be at maximum.
All the way, got it right out of the middle. How will the bowler respond?
Incredible, what a grab. Out, what a screamer.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has been a good innings.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Oh, my, that's just flown off the middle.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
End of the over, a big one. 11 runs coming from it. The Phoenix are 65 for 2. Strays onto the leg and glanced it nicely. Might just get to the boundary rope.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Over the infield with a cracking shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. 11 runs added there. The Phoenix are 76 for 2.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over, 2 runs added. The Phoenix are 78 for 2.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Rabada from the city end. And out deep, Fine had to run around a bit, and they've got to the drop of the ball and taken a great catch. And that's gone. Amazing catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Massive outside edge. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Dhoni, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Nicked it. End of the over. The Phoenix are 85 for 3. Patel, coming back into the attack, has done well so far.
Into the attack for the Manchester Originals.
Besto, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that gnaw.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Drilled that one away.
No point running for that one. That was 4 off the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it.
End of the 12th over. Birmingham Phoenix. Now
Ahmad, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Thick edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Big edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Great shot through the gap.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
are now on.
Patel, the left armour, is the new bowler from the pavilion end.
For the Manchester Originals.
Gone! played all around that one. What a delivery.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Nicely played. Runs one. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. That's a big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck. Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Straight to the fielder. End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Phoenix are 114 for 4.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
They've gone up here. Ahmad with a huge appeal. Brilliant diving stop. Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
That ball's been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is ridiculous.
Patel back on now. Perfectly timed. Oh, what a shot. Absolutely drilled over point, if you don't mind. And that'll be 6. Rode the bounce beautifully for that shot.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
Tries to flick it past backward square, but that'll be an easy catch. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
It's starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Number 7 for Birmingham Phoenix.
Crack! Head was completely still, and they've struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Stark, the left-arm fast bowler, is the new bowler from the pavilion end. Cuts that off well in the infield. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Huge edge. Bowling fielders look really confident. And the start from the pavilion end. Great shot through the gap.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
And caught. That's just superb. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. Didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket.
He's coming into bat at number...
Massive outside edge.
Please make him welcome. Mark Wood, the new bowler into the attack.
Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Onto that early, that could be four.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Pulled away and into the gap. Could be four more. Good pick up, big chance. Finds the edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Ten runs added there. The Phoenix, 161 for 6.
They attacked all areas of the ground, fours, sixes, and there was strong running as well.
Smith into the attack now from the city end.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going and they're hitting sixes.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Doesn't beat the infield. That's an incredible shot. Square drive and holds the pose as it goes all the way for a maximum. Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Head was completely still, and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
And that's the end of the innings. The Originals have been set a target of 180 runs.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
Goes over the top with that shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. How will the bowler respond?
Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Timed through the vacant point position, racing to the boundary.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Bolt shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Huge edge. Smacks that away through the gap.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Great shot through the gap.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Nicked it, but it's going to go all the way to the boundary. Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Caught. And it's one of the easiest catches you'll see. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
The first wicket gone. The opening partnership is broken. You can see the relief on the bowler's face. Another quick wicket, and they'll be into the middle order.
That's a long way to walk out there, just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. They've gone up here.
It's only a brief stay, struck the pad right in front, and they're out for naught.
The new batter at number 4. Please give him a warm welcome.
The hat-trick ball. This is the worst time to be coming out to the middle. End of the over. 9 off it. The Originals, 22 for 2.
2 overs gone, and they're off to a superb start in this power play. 12 plus and over, well ahead of the required rate.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the city end. Finds the fielder with that shot. Massive outside edge. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Oh, the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Big edge. End of the over. Beautiful bowling that just starts to build pressure on the batters.
End of the fourth.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the city end.
The new bowler into the attack.
Nice shot. Jumped on the shorter delivery and hooks it away. Should get forward.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Varma, great shot, smashes that away and beats the fielder behind point.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Just opened the face of the bat really well. That's through the infield. That'll be 4 more.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come. Wow, that's missed the lot. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Was quick onto that in the infield. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Smith taking guard, has been playing really well in recent matches, certainly needs to bring their A game today. Great shot, just stepped inside the line and flick of the wrist, and that'll run out to the boundary.
Had a real flash at that one, beautifully struck too.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Thick edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Finds the edge. End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure we're going to see some big fielding changes coming up.
That's the end of
Bolt from the pavilion end.
Now 9 for 3.
Nicked it. Smith, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. End of the over. 9 off it. The Originals are 48 for 3.
End of the 6th over. The Manchester Originals are now 48 for 3.
Cummins back into the attack.
Into the attack for Birmingham Phoenix.
Big edge. Caught. That's a ridiculous catch. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one?
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
End of the 7th over. The Manchester Originals are now
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Jordan, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the city end. Massive outside edge. Edged. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Finds the edge. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Edged it. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
The Manchester Originals.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Great shot through the gap.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. 9 runs added there. The Originals are 66 for 5.
End of the 10th over.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Into the attack for Birmingham Phoenix.
Square cut, finds point, no run.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. 7 runs added there. The Originals are 73 for 5.
End of the 11th.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the city end.
Chris Jordan, the new bowler, into the attack.
Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg. Great shot. Pulled straight to backward square leg, though. whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Batter doesn't seem sure. Looked to be pitching in line and hitting the top of the stumps.
Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble. Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though.
Yeah, great decision by the umpire. Challenge wasn't successful.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. The Originals are 76 for 6.
The batters are working the strike around, picking gaps for boundaries, but they might need to start taking some chances in the back half of the innings to keep in touch.
Khan from the city end. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Nice shot. Runs possible. Brilliant diving stop. Khan has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless.
The Manchester Originals now 80 for 6.
Oh, that's got to hurt. Misjudged that one. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. That's going a long way. What a shot.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
The batters have controlled the middle portion of this innings, but they'll need to launch now with wickets in the dugout.
The bowler will continue for the next 5 balls.
How will he reply?
That was a lovely punch down the ground. It's in the gap, and there should be a few on offer here, maybe 3. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
That was just a super shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but just put away.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Smacks that away through the gap.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Nine runs added in that over. The Originals, 101 for 6.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Khan from the city end. Huge edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that gnaw.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Great shot through the gap. End of the over. The Originals, 110 for 6.
End of the 15th over. The Manchester Originals are now on 10 for 6. We will have another 5 balls from this bowler.
Nicked it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Edged it. Massive outside edge. Edged. End of the over. 4 off it. The Originals, 114 for 6.
The batters have controlled the middle portion of this innings, but they'll need to launch now with wickets in the dugout.
Cummins coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. That's a big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck. Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Finds the edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
A lovely delivery, got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Crack! Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Goes over the top with that shot. That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here.
End of the 17th over. The Manchester Originals are now in 30 for 6.
Jordan, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Great shot, pulled straight to back and square leg though.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving into a big, big score, but not to be.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. 9 runs added there. The Originals are 139 for 7.
They're behind the required rate late in the innings. No other choice now but to just go for it.
Bolt, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the city end. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
That sounded good. It sounded really good. That's the maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
This is in the air again. Clears the fielder and that is 3 off 3. It's raining maximums. Absolute carnage.
How will the bowler respond?
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
End of the over, massive, 25 off it. The Originals are 164 for 7.
They've played wonderfully all innings, but the required run rate's demanding more from them if they can.
Massive outside edge. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
Is coming into bat for the Manchester Originals.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
They really need a boundary, this ball.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought.
Have to go for it now.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Nearly gets the edge. Cummins with a great delivery there. Lovely shot off the front foot. Deep extra cover has some work to do.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Huge edge.
That's the end of the match. A great final over. Brilliant bowling and very calm under pressure to bring home the win.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match.